So, a great question I get asked is what should I expect on tests? And one of the great things in specifically the Linux system administration or the system administration classes that I have is I have sample tests. Okay. So, at this stage of the class that I teach, would be the first test. Okay. So, what to expect? The sample test for module one is this right here. So directions, run wget and grab something from the internet. So this would be, you'd be able to copy and paste because I don't expect that you'd be able to understand how to formulate this that well yet. Then you'll see this file in your current directory. And then it has something that what you should do to it. And you have to decide how to do it. Now we've covered a couple ways in class probably to do this or online. And this is a way that you would do it. So this actually mentions that save your work and exit VI. So there's a hint that this should probably be done in VI, okay? How many substitutions on the lines were there? You can't use Word or Excel to do this. Make sure you've saved and exited out of VI before doing it because it might affect other things, okay? How many verses? So this is actually a scripture, Isaiah 54. I work for a religious institution. So how many verses show up? So use one command that can do all three tasks. Show process IDs, show parent process IDs, and show processes names. So I don't know if I've covered that in the video actually. So, but one of the cool things is for class, we also have, let me bring this over. We have all the stuff that we should have covered already. So I don't think I have this on all the tests, but things that we've covered, we expect that you continue to play with and learn more, not just from watching the video. So, so if you look here, there's probably some hints as to what maybe we missed in class if we missed it, or in the videos. Okay. So if you look here, there's even this is a VI cheat sheet as well. Okay, so in the study guide. So how many verses show up? So a command that will do these things, show the process ID, the parent process ID, and the process name. Issue a command and stop it before it finishes. You may stop a command in the same window or in a different window, doesn't matter. Run a command that will provide the proof that will prove that the previous command has been stopped, and write each command that you've ran. So anyway, there's a practice test, and that's expected to be done within the class period that's usually about 50 minutes. Okay, so that's what to expect on kind of a test like that. I'm going to cover one more test while I'm here. Let's cover test 2. So I'm going to download this. So test 2, we won't have the data we've covered yet. So I guess, it's right here at the bottom. Specifically on this test, there should be a better one. Test 2 sample, sorry. Here we go. So make sure you run the autograder. So there's an autograder for this one. So you would have learned how to run an autograder. Let's zoom in. So you work at People's Community Council and you want to create users and groups for that. So create a group called the PCC, create the users China, Japan, Thailand, Hong Kong, Asia, and assign them to the group PCC. Set a UMask. So these are things that you're going to be learning here in the future in the video series. Create SSH keys. We've already done that before. Create a shared directory. We've created directories, but not shared. Set the sticky bit and create a script called count.sh. We haven't created scripts yet. We have done some loops, but we haven't created script yet. And tar it up. So we haven't done that yet. So, so here's another example of a test. Okay. So now you understand kind of the general structure of what to expect from some of tests associated with the type of learning that we're doing. So I hope you've enjoyed.